Wednesday afternoon, we have immigration update and tips for you as we talk about the American dream.
This American Dream segment is brought to you by Aquino & Lowe Law Firm, answering your immigration questions.
Attorney Allison Aquino, hello and welcome to Kababayan, LA.
Hello, Janelle.
Let's talk about, there's so many, obviously the first step to reaching the American dream is fixing our immigration status. And also there's a lot of immigration offices, a lot of lawyers. How do we know how to pick the best one for us?
That's a very important question, Janelle, because as you point out, you need good quality legal representation. And immigration law is a very, very complex area of the law. And a lot of individuals, they just go by what they see in the newspaper, perhaps, what they see on TV. But every individual needs to do their homework and needs to figure out.
Yeah, so it's not American Idol. It's not a popularity contest. So just because a person is on TV or a person keeps advertising the newspaper doesn't mean that they may be the best for you. So let's first talk about background and experience, which you need to know. And what do we need to know about the background of the lawyer?
There's some key questions that individuals should ask whenever they go and look for a lawyer. That you want to know where did they receive their education? It should be from at least a reputable law school, I would say. You also want to know about their particular experience. Is their practice a general practice, or is their practice limited just to immigration? And as I pointed out, immigration is a very specialized area of the law, so much so that the State Bar of California recognizes it by certifying certain individuals as legal specialists. And so individuals may want to take a look, see if they have that special certification. They want to take a look and see how long have they been practicing. Someone fresh out of law school doesn't necessarily know all the intricacies of the legal field as someone who's more seasoned, 15, 20 years in the practice.
And also, you have the right to ask for referral from the attorney's previous clients, right?
You do. That's one way of knowing whether the law firm has a good standing with their particular clients. So you can certainly ask the attorney for maybe the name of a prior client. There are certain attorney-client confidential information that cannot be given out, so the attorney may need to get permission from the client first.
All right, and moving forward, you also need to ask about fees and the representation agreement. And obviously, there's so many questions to ask. But what I want to focus on also is managing the relationship. So you found a lawyer, you like the background, it's good, maybe certified as well, and you talked about fees and representation. Why is managing the relationship the most important thing that sets different law offices apart?
I think that's kind of key, because especially in the immigration field where you have so many attorneys who, in my opinion, don't practice ethically. You need to know exactly what to expect from the lawyer. Is the lawyer going to be hands-on in working on the case, or are you primarily or sometimes only going to be dealing with a paralegal? Unfortunately, in the immigration field, you have a lot of attorneys who oftentimes never even meet with a client. You can't call them. You send an email. You never get a response. So with respect to asking and looking for a lawyer, you want to know how responsive that lawyer is going to be, how involved the lawyer is going to be. The immigration field is so complex that you need to make sure that your matter is being handled by an attorney who really knows the law, really knows the changes that often take place. And unfortunately, a lot of lawyers will just simply use the services of a paralegal. And the paralegal is the one who primarily handles everything.
Right. How much leeway should we give a lawyer? If we call, leave a voice message, when should they call us back? Within how many days?
Every lawyer, that's the question that you should ask when looking for a lawyer. What can I expect when I leave a phone call? At my office, we have a next business day policy.
Oh, wow.
And if you don't hear back, then then something must be wrong, and contact the office manager.
And the regular office, the original office, is in Pasadena. We've been flashing you the number to that previously, but now they have an 888 number. It's a toll-free number, because now you get to call also their San Francisco office. You're opening one in San Francisco.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
We're very excited. There's a large Filipino community, obviously, in the San Francisco area, primarily Daly City. And we are opening up an office this Monday in the city of San Francisco. Thank you. It's in the city of San Mateo, which is just next door to Daly City. And at that office, we will have an attorney who is an experienced immigration attorney. He is a graduate of Berkeley Law School, which is one of the top-notch law schools here in California, in the nation, actually. And the primary focus is that may be a branch office, but the way that my office practices is that me and my partner, Richard, are hands-on, and so we will be actively involved in that office as well.
Right, and let's talk about the lawyer that will be there is fluent in both English and Tagalog, so you can talk to him in Tagalog. And Allison, you understand Tagalog.
Absolutely.
But more important than that, you are a certified immigration specialist, right?
Yes.
One of the only 5 Filipino Americans, or less than 5 Filipino Americans who specialize in. I think you were the first to be certified.
There's no specific indication, but I believe based on history, I was the first. Yes.
Right, and you've been in business, you've been practicing for 15.5 years.
Yes.
Wow, long time.
And my partner over 20 years.
Yes, and your partner Richard can also speak another language, right?
Spanish.
Spanish, and so he can also help others as well. So congratulations.
Thank you, Janelle.
If you want to reach their either Pasadena or San Francisco office, like I said, San Francisco office, Allison said opening on Monday, but you may start calling now. That's the number to call on the screen for your appointment. Book your appointments now. Thank you, congratulations, and more power.
Thank you, Janelle.
We have more to talk about this time, entertainment, a dance flick, when we return on Kababayan LA. Don't go away.